In the vibrant city of Silvershade, there lived a young woman named Laura. From a young age, she had always dreamed of becoming a successful graphic designer. She had a natural talent for art, and she knew that pursuing her passion was the key to her happiness. But despite having clear goals and a burning desire to succeed, Laura struggled to take consistent action toward her dreams. Every day she would tell herself, "I'll start tomorrow," but tomorrow never seemed to come. Laura was constantly putting things off, convinced that she just needed a little more time to figure things out. She would get distracted by small tasks, binge-watch shows, or spend hours scrolling through social media. Despite her desire to build a successful career, procrastination held her back. She knew that every day she wasted was another opportunity lost, but somehow she couldn't break free from the cycle. Her dreams seemed farther away with each passing day, and the frustration of not taking action began to eat away at her confidence. Laura's biggest challenge wasn't a lack of talent or opportunity. It was the constant battle against procrastination. She knew that if she didn't change her habits, her dreams would remain just that, dreams. The more she delayed, the more her sense of urgency faded. She needed help. But where could she find the strength to stop procrastinating and finally take action? One evening, while Laura was walking through the city park, lost in thought, she noticed an older man sitting on a bench reading a book. His calm presence seemed to contrast sharply with the hurried pace of everyone around him. His name was Daniel, a retired entrepreneur who had built several successful businesses and had earned a reputation as a mentor to young people who were struggling to achieve their goals. Laura had heard of Daniel through a friend, and she decided to approach him. She knew she had to find someone who could help her break free from the grip of procrastination. "Excuse me," Laura said hesitantly. "I've heard that you've helped people achieve their goals and overcome obstacles. I've been struggling with procrastination, and I just can't seem to take action on my dreams. Do you have any advice for me?" Daniel closed his book and smiled warmly. "Laura," he said, "I've been where you are. The key to overcoming procrastination isn't just about willpower, it's about understanding why we delay taking action in the first place. Let me share a story with you." Daniel began his story. Many years ago, there was a man named Sam. Sam was an aspiring writer, passionate about telling stories that would inspire people. He had the ideas, the talent, and the ambition to write a best-selling novel. But like you, Sam kept putting things off. He would sit at his desk, staring at a blank page, telling himself that he would start writing tomorrow. The days turned into weeks and then into months. He convinced himself that he needed to be in the right mindset, that the perfect conditions would come, but the perfect conditions never arrived. Daniel continued. One day, Sam met an old writer named Henry, who had written many books and became a celebrated author. Henry noticed Sam's hesitation and asked him why he hadn't started writing yet. Sam explained his struggle with procrastination, and Henry looked at him with knowing eyes. "Sam," Henry said, "waiting for the perfect time to act is a trap. If you wait for the right moment, it will never come. The key to success is starting now, even if it's not perfect. The best stories are written one word at a time, not all at once." Daniel paused for a moment, letting the lesson sink in. Sam took Henry's advice to heart. He stopped waiting for the perfect time and started writing every day, no matter how small the progress seemed. And soon, his words started to flow. Sam's first book was published, and it became a hit. He learned that the secret to overcoming procrastination wasn't waiting for inspiration, it was about taking small, consistent actions every day. Laura listened closely to Daniel's story, and she could feel a shift happening within her. "So, you're saying that waiting for the perfect conditions is just an excuse?" Laura asked, her voice tinged with realization. "Exactly," Daniel replied. "Procrastination thrives on perfectionism and fear of failure. We tell ourselves that we'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never arrives. The key is to take action now, even if it feels imperfect. Action breeds momentum, and momentum turns into success." Laura's mind was racing. She realized that she had been trapped in the cycle of perfectionism and self-doubt. Every time she hesitated, it was because she was waiting for the right moment. But the right moment never came. The more she delayed, the further away her dreams seemed. But now, she understood that the first step toward achieving her goals was simply to start. Determined to break free from her procrastination, Laura began to take small steps toward her goals. Every morning, she set aside a block of time to work on her graphic design projects, no matter how minor the task seemed. She stopped worrying about making everything perfect and focused on making progress instead. Laura broke down her large goals into smaller, manageable tasks and celebrated each milestone, no matter how small. At first, it wasn't easy. Old habits die hard, and Laura still found herself distracted by other things. But she reminded herself of Daniel's words. Action breeds momentum. Slowly but surely, she started to see results. She completed her first portfolio, shared it with potential clients, and received positive feedback. The more she worked, the more confident she became. Procrastination no longer had a grip on her. As the weeks passed, Laura's business began to grow. She felt more in control of her time and energy, and the self-doubt that once held her back was replaced with a sense of empowerment. She had learned to stop procrastinating and take action. Every day was a new opportunity to move closer to her goals, and with each step, her dreams became more attainable. Years later, Laura became a successful graphic designer with a thriving business. She often reflected on how far she had come and how overcoming procrastination had been the turning point in her journey. Success doesn't happen overnight, Laura would tell others. It's about taking consistent action even when you don't feel ready. The key is to start, even if it's not perfect. Every small step you take brings you closer to your dreams. And when asked about her secret to success, Laura would always end with a powerful question. So what about you? Are you ready to stop procrastinating? Are you ready to take action and finally achieve your goals?